To live invisibly is not to live unseen, but to live freely, unshackled by the chains of applause and the shadows of approval. It is in the quiet valor of the unseen acts where true virtue flourishes, unbidden and pure. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever wished you could be invisible, not in the magical or superhero sense, but in a way that empowers you to live more freely, authentically, and virtuously? Today, we explore an unconventional aspect of Stoicism, the philosophy of invisibility. This isn't about the disappearance act we might fantasize about as children. Instead, it's a metaphor for the strength found in simplicity and the courage to live unencumbered by the need for external validation. In Stoicism, the power of invisibility isn't about going unnoticed, it's about the freedom it grants us. It allows us to act according to our deepest values, not the fleeting approvals of society. Imagine a leader who, away from the limelight, makes decisions and implements programs purely based on what is right and just, not for fame, but for the genuine welfare of the community. This leader isn't driven by applause, but by the intrinsic value of doing good. This form of leadership is a prime example of Stoic invisibility, which champions the liberation from the often overwhelming need for external approval. Why then do so many of us chase fame when it can lead to such immense pressure and scrutiny? Fame can indeed allow us to make a difference and wield influence, but at what cost? The Stoic practice of embracing invisibility offers a path that is less about retreating from the world and more about engaging with it authentically, without the facade often demanded by public life. By choosing strategic invisibility, we focus on what truly enriches us, allowing us to form deeper, more genuine connections and live a life unswayed by the superficial judgments that often distract us from our true goals. Let's dive into how the Stoic embrace of invisibility across different facets of life not only enhances our personal peace, but also deepens our impact on the world around us. 1. Freedom of action. Imagine a community leader who works tirelessly behind the scenes, orchestrating initiatives that enhance the quality of life for all residents, yet remains largely unnoticed by the public. This leader embodies the Stoic ideal of invisibility, not in the literal sense, but as a metaphor for acting without the need for recognition. They make difficult decisions, resolve conflicts, and implement programs solely motivated by a deep-seated commitment to justice and virtue. Their actions are not fueled by a desire for applause or fame, but by the intrinsic value of doing good. This approach to leadership exemplifies the Stoic philosophy of invisibility, which champions freedom of action. By removing the need for external validation, individuals are empowered to act according to their values and principles. This freedom means making choices that align with one's moral compass, rather than actions driven by the pursuit of accolades. It's about making a positive impact discreetly, focusing on the essence of one's actions rather than their visibility or recognition. The significant benefit of this Stoic invisibility is the liberation from the often burdensome need for external approval. In a society where accomplishments are frequently measured by their visibility and recognition, choosing invisibility allows one to focus on what truly matters, the quality and righteousness of their actions. This mindset fosters inner peace and satisfaction, as actions are genuine and not tainted by ego or the desire for social validation. By prioritizing the value of deeds over the pursuit of recognition, those who practice Stoic invisibility not only achieve personal fulfillment, but also contribute meaningfully to the betterment of society. Their contributions, though often unseen, are profound and lasting, reinforcing the Stoic belief that true virtue and strength lie in simplicity and sincerity of action, not in the accolades they may or may not bring. 2. Unburdened by fame. Why do so many people seek fame when it often comes with overwhelming pressure and constant scrutiny? Fame, undeniably attractive for its perceived rewards and recognition, can also be a double-edged sword. It exposes individuals to a relentless spotlight, where every action and word is scrutinized, often leading to significant stress and a loss of privacy. Those in the public eye must continuously manage their public image and meet the high expectations of their audience, which can be exhausting and distract from one's personal values and goals. In the Stoic practice of embracing invisibility, stepping out of this spotlight offers a quieter, more introspective path that is starkly different from the glamorous yet demanding life of fame. Avoiding the public eye allows individuals to concentrate more fully on their personal growth and on actions that align with their true selves, without the burden of external judgment. This form of invisibility is not about shying away from the world or avoiding responsibility, but about choosing a life where the intrinsic value of actions outweighs the need for public approval. By steering clear of fame, one can lead a calmer and more focused life. This strategic choice is beneficial not just for maintaining personal peace, but also for fostering a lifestyle where internal validation is prioritized over external applause. In doing so, individuals are free to act out of integrity and personal virtue rather than a compulsion to impress or cater to the whims of an audience. Living unseen in this way enables a deeper connection to one's core principles and encourages a more authentic existence. It's a life unswayed by the fleeting judgments and the fickle tastes of the public, where one can truly commit to personal and ethical growth without interference. This is the strength of the Stoics' choice for invisibility. It's a profound tool for maintaining tranquility and purpose in a world that often values appearance over substance, allowing one to live a life rich with personal achievements that are meaningful on a deeper level. 3. Strength in simplicity. Why is there a persistent allure in trying to outshine others? And what does it reveal about our understanding of strength? In Stoicism, the constant pursuit of being better than others, particularly through superficial or materialistic means, is seen as a weakness rather than a strength. This is because such efforts often stem from ego and a dependency on external validation rather than genuine personal growth. Consider the example of two artists. One constantly compares their work to others, obsessing over public opinion and accolades. Their happiness fluctuates with external validation, leading to a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. The other artist focuses on personal growth and the joy of creation. They learn from others, but do not see them as rivals. This artist finds satisfaction in personal achievements and the act of creation itself, rather than public recognition. Stoics argue that true strength is found in simplicity and the cultivation of one's inner character. They view competition and the need to outperform others as distractions that lead one away from focusing on what truly matters: personal virtue and moral integrity. Instead of engaging in rivalry, Stoics advocate for self-improvement and cooperation, promoting a community where individuals support each other's growth rather than vie for superiority. This perspective shifts the focus from external achievements to internal values. True strength, according to Stoic principles, is demonstrated through resilience, wisdom, and the ability to remain composed and ethical under pressure, not through accolades or social rank. By minimizing the importance of external validation, one can invest more deeply in developing qualities like patience, humility, and justice. Embracing this Stoic view liberates one from the endless race for recognition and the anxiety it breeds. It fosters a life of contentment and simplicity, where satisfaction comes not from being better than others, but from being better than one's past self. This approach not only enhances personal well-being, but also contributes to a healthier society, where the emphasis on superficial competition is replaced by a collective pursuit of ethical excellence and mutual respect. Do you think competing with others is essential for success, or can focusing on personal improvement provide greater fulfillment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 4. The cost of constant attention. While fame does come with certain advantages such as influence and the ability to make a significant impact, it is essential to recognize the often overlooked costs associated with constant attention. Being in the public eye can empower individuals to lead initiatives, drive change, and reach a large audience, which can be incredibly fulfilling and impactful. Celebrities and well-known figures can use their platforms to raise awareness on critical issues, support charitable causes, and inspire a vast number of people. However, the relentless nature of this attention can also have significant drawbacks. The pressure to maintain a particular image and the constant scrutiny can lead to stress and anxiety. Public figures often find their every action and word analyzed and critiqued, not just by the media, but also by the public through social media platforms. This level of scrutiny can be invasive and exhausting, leaving little room for personal privacy or downtime. Moreover, the expectation to continually engage and entertain can lead to burnout. The need to always be on and performative can prevent individuals from experiencing genuine moments of relaxation or from engaging in personal or spontaneous activities without the fear of public judgment or repercussion. In essence, while the visibility that comes with fame can be used as a powerful tool for influence and advocacy, it also imposes a heavy burden. The cost of constant attention is not just a loss of privacy, but also a potential compromise on one's mental health and well-being. This dichotomy highlights why many choose to step back from the spotlight, seeking a more balanced and less scrutinized existence. 5. The shadow side of fame. The allure of fame is often shadowed by its less glamorous realities, such as loss of privacy, negativity from public exposure, and a distorted self-image. These disadvantages can significantly impact the lives of those in the limelight. Loss of privacy. One of the most pronounced downsides of fame is the near-total loss of privacy. Celebrities often find that every aspect of their lives is scrutinized by the media and the public. Princess Diana's life is a poignant example of this. Despite her humanitarian efforts and charm, she was constantly pursued by paparazzi, which contributed to the stress and tragedy that marked her life. Negativity and criticism. Public figures also face immense negativity and criticism, which can come from all directions and without warning. Take, for instance, celebrities like Britney Spears, who, at the height of her fame, faced overwhelming media scrutiny that affected her mental health. The public's and media's critical eye often magnifies minor slip-ups, which can be daunting and emotionally draining. Distorted self-image. Fame can lead to a distorted self-image. Constantly being in the spotlight can make individuals overly conscious of how they are perceived, leading them to prioritize public perception over their true selves. Marilyn Monroe, a beloved icon, struggled with fame's impact on her personal identity, feeling divided between her public persona and her private self. These examples highlight the shadow side of fame, underscoring the significant trade-offs that come with public notoriety. While fame can open doors and provide platforms for influence, the personal costs, loss of privacy, constant negativity, and a distorted sense of self are substantial and often detrimental. 6. Blending in for a better life. Blending in isn't about hiding from the world. It's a deliberate choice to focus on what truly matters, shifting away from the superficiality that often accompanies fame. This approach to life emphasizes the importance of genuine experiences and relationships over maintaining a public persona. The concept of blending in encourages individuals to live authentically, engaging with the world around them in a more meaningful way. Without the constant pressure to perform or meet external expectations, people can focus on personal growth, deeper relationships, and activities that bring genuine joy and satisfaction. This approach fosters a connection to one's true self and the core values that define a fulfilling life. Moreover, blending in allows for the cultivation of deeper, more authentic relationships. When one is not preoccupied with how they are perceived publicly, interactions become more sincere and focused on mutual understanding and respect. This can lead to stronger, more supportive relationships that are based on real affection and shared values, rather than connections formed around status or image. For example, consider someone who chooses to live a low-profile life despite having had opportunities for fame. They might find that without the distractions of public attention, they can engage more deeply with their community, participate fully in family life, and cultivate hobbies that they truly enjoy, rather than those that are deemed newsworthy. This grounded existence allows them to enjoy the simple yet profound pleasures of life, like a quiet evening with loved ones or the satisfaction of personal achievements that hold no weight in the public eye but are immensely rewarding personally. By embracing the philosophy of blending in, individuals can escape the relentless cycle of public scrutiny and reclaim their privacy and peace of mind. This way of living does not just enhance personal well-being, it also contributes to a healthier, more grounded society, where the focus shifts from celebrity and external validation to community and personal integrity. We often mistake non-conformity, like adopting unusual clothing styles, for authenticity. These outward expressions, while eye-catching, can sometimes be superficial attempts to garner attention rather than genuine manifestations of our inner selves. True authenticity is about living in alignment with our deep-seated convictions and values, not merely seeking to stand out for its own sake. Embracing what might be called strategic invisibility, the practice of blending in with societal norms on inconsequential matters, can be a powerful tool. This approach allows individuals to sidestep unnecessary scrutiny and societal pressure, focusing instead on what truly matters. By not drawing attention to oneself through superficial nonconformity, one can conserve energy and remain focused on personal goals and authentic pursuits. The example of Cato the Younger illustrates this principle beautifully. In ancient Rome, where fashion could be a statement of wealth and status, Cato chose to dress plainly, eschewing the elaborate togas of his contemporaries. His choice was not about shunning wealth or status per se, but about maintaining his focus and independence from societal expectations. This kind of invisibility freed him to pursue his political and personal goals without the distraction of conforming to or rebelling against contemporary fashion norms. In conclusion, consider the potential benefits of strategic invisibility in your own life. By choosing when and how to blend in, you can conserve your energies for the pursuits that are most meaningful to you, allowing you to live a more focused and authentic life. This approach is not about hiding who you are, but about choosing your battles wisely and living according to what you value most. Stoicism teaches that a simple life is a contented life. This ancient philosophy argues that true contentment arises not from external acquisitions or luxuries, but from living simply and focusing on what truly matters. Stoics believe that happiness is found in self-sufficiency and virtue, suggesting that our needs are fewer than we think. By minimizing our dependence on external sources of pleasure, we can cultivate a state of tranquility that remains steady regardless of external circumstances. This simplicity in living allows us to focus on personal growth, ethical living, and the development of meaningful relationships. Building on this, Stoicism posits that simple desires are true wealth. When we prioritize our needs over our endless desires, we gain a kind of freedom and inner peace that is not easily shaken by the ebbs and flows of fortune. For Stoics, the pursuit of minimal desires helps to avoid the entrapments of excess and the inevitable dissatisfaction that follows when desires, once met, multiply into more and grander wants. This discipline of focusing on needs rather than wants leads to a life of simplicity, where less becomes more and tranquility and satisfaction stem from within. Finally, the philosophy culminates in the understanding that a simple soul is happiness. Stoicism teaches that true happiness does not come from external validation or the fleeting pleasures of material success, but from a well-ordered soul. A life guided by virtue and an appreciation for the basics, good health, community, and rational thought, ensures a happiness that is not dependent on the opinions or actions of others. This intrinsic form of happiness is stable and enduring, providing a sense of contentment that external conditions cannot diminish. In essence, Stoicism reminds us that by simplifying our lives and desires, and by seeking internal rather than external validation, we can achieve a form of happiness that is both profound and lasting. This approach encourages us to look inward for fulfillment and to establish a life that is not only content but also rich in meaning and virtue. Throughout this discussion, we've explored how Stoicism's concept of invisibility isn't about disappearing from society, but rather about engaging with life in a way that prioritizes virtue, inner strength, and simplicity. This philosophy compels us to act not for recognition or applause, but from a genuine commitment to what is right and meaningful. Embracing these principles allows us to lead lives that are not only simpler and more peaceful, but also deeply impactful. I encourage you all to dive deeper into Stoicism to see how these age-old principles can guide you to a more authentic and serene existence. Consider how adopting the concept of invisibility could help you focus more on your true self and less on the external validation that often sidetracks us. If you're intrigued by the prospect of a life steered by Stoic wisdom, or if you're searching for a path to deeper inner peace, continue to explore the teachings of Stoicism. Remember, the journey to uncovering profound truths about ourselves and our environment starts with a simple step towards understanding. Please share your experiences in the comments below. Have you found benefits from embracing invisibility in your own life? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thoughtful content on Stoicism and other philosophical insights that can enhance our lives. Let's keep this conversation going and learn together how ancient wisdom can inform our modern lives.